Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and today we're talking about a category of vehicles that might actually be more dangerous than outright lemons. Not the cars everyone warns you about, not the ones with class action lawsuits stapled to their VIN numbers. We're talking about cars and trucks that everyone loves, the ones that your friends actually recommend, the ones YouTube reviewers gush over, the ones Reddit will fight you over in the comments. These are the popular cars that you should not buy. And before anyone loses their mind, let's be clear about what this list is and what it's not. This is not a list of slow cars. It's not a list of ugly cars. This is not a list of cars that were bad when they were launched. Most of these cars were genuinely excellent at one point, and that is the problem. They earned the reputation that no longer matches reality. And because they're so popular, nobody wants to admit when the cracks start showing. Popularity hides problems. It keeps prices high. It creates endless excuses. And it convinces normal buyers they're safe purchases when they absolutely are not. And first up, Bimmerheads, yes. It's the BMW M5. Pick your poison, E60, F10, G30. Does not matter. The story is the same every single time. On paper, this is the perfect super sedan. Big power, real luxury. A badge that still means something at valet stands and performance numbers that embarrass supercars. But here is what no one likes to say out loud. The M5 is not a car. It's a commitment, a financial hostage situation disguised as a four-door. The engines are complex to a comical degree. The cooling systems, they're fragile like your personality. The electronics are endless. And the moment when these cars leave warranty, they turn into rolling anxiety generators. And yes, they are fast. Yes, they are comfortable. And yeah, depreciation makes them look like absolute bargains. But that depreciation isn't a gift. It is a warning sign. BMW didn't accidentally crater the resale value of its flagship performance sedan. The market, believe it or not, figured it out. People just keep ignoring it because the idea of owning an M5 is intoxicating. And guys, real quick, Rocky from New York already drove off with the first GTR and the bonus cash that changed his life. We literally flew him out here. He hung out with us for the whole weekend. We shipped his car back home to New York, and the dude had the time of his life. It genuinely changed everything for him. And now it's your turn. If you want a shot at winning your dream car plus bonus cash, hit the link in the pinned first comment right now. Now, back to the show. And next up is the Ford F-150 EcoBoost, specifically the early twin-turbo V6 trucks that everyone swore were the future. And to be fair, they kind of were. The power, it was great. The torque, it was immediate. The fuel economy looked amazing compared to V8s, and Ford sold an absolute mountain of them. And here's the issue, guys. These trucks aged poorly. Turbo failures, timing change stretch, carbon buildup, condensation issues in cold climate, and repair bills that make 0 cents for something that's marketed as a work truck. These engines are not designed for the kind of abuse half-ton trucks see. They were designed to win spec sheet wars. And if you baby them, they're fine. If you tow heavy, you idle a lot, or keep them past 100,000 miles, you are rolling the dice. And the worst part is how many people defend them. They're going to tell you that they're perfect. What they won't tell you is how many parts they've quietly replaced along the way. Now, let's talk about a vehicle that I owned and almost lemon-lawed myself, a Jeep Wrangler. Yeah, the modern one, the one that somehow became a lifestyle product instead of a tool. This thing is iconic. It looks so freaking cool. It looks adventurous just sitting in traffic, and Jeep sells them faster than they can build them. But objectively, it's a complete mess. The ride, it's horrible. The handling, it's even worse. The death wobble, don't even get me started. And the interiors feel 10 years behind, and reliability is consistently below average. And like I said, death wobble, it ain't a meme. It's a real thing. It's a problem. The electrical gremlins are common, and the resale value only stays high because people, well, they want the image, not the ownership experience. Wranglers, to me, are great toys. They are terrible daily drivers, and yet people buy them as commuters, family cars, and road trip machines, then act shocked when it's loud, uncomfortable, and constantly needing attention from your mechanic. Popularity has completely erased common sense here. And next up is the Audi S4. Now, I love them, especially the older supercharged V6 cars. So this one definitely hurts because it started so strong, but they're getting a little older now. And even though they have great looks, the interiors are incredible. And that all-wheel drive confidence is something to experience. And the engines, well, they feel stout at first. Then the maintenance hits, control arms, DSG services, cooling system issues, carbon build, electrical quirks, and the general sense that everything costs more than it absolutely should. These cars feel premium until you own them out of warranty. Then you realize premium also means premium labor rates, premium parts, and premium headaches. The S4 isn't unreliable in a dramatic way. It's unreliable in a slow, expensive, soul-draining, the kind that makes you question every dashboard light and every new noise. And because they're popular, people keep recommending them as a safe used performance buy, but they are not. And let's talk about the Dodge Charger and Challenger with the Hemi, not the Hellcats, the regular V8 cars. Everyone, they love them. Big engines, loud noises, rear-wheel drive, old school vibes, and prices that seem reasonable for the power. Here's the reality, you guys. These cars, they are heavy. The interiors are super cheap. The suspension is outdated and the build quality is inconsistent at best. Electrical issues are super common. Transmission problems are not rare. And the way people drive them absolutely destroys what little longevity that they had. They do look cool. They sound great, but long-term ownership, it's rough. And depreciation is brutal once the novelty wears off. These are cars people buy for the idea of muscle, not the actual experience of living with one every single day. And now let's hit the Toyota Tacoma. Yeah, really, calm down. This is not about reliability. This is about value. The Tacoma is one of the most overrated trucks on the planet right now. I mean, not because it's bad, but because it's priced like perfection. They're slow, they're uncomfortable, the seating position, it's awkward. And don't even get me started on the TRD Pro seats. You can't even sit in the back seat because of that weird suspension thing they got going on. Now, the transmissions like to hunt constantly, and yet used Tacomas sell for prices that make absolutely no sense. You are paying a massive premium for reliability that you may not even need while giving up comfort, capability, and performance. Tacomas, they are great if you need exactly what they offer, but most people, they actually don't. They buy them because the internet told them to, and that popularity has turned a solid truck into a bad deal. Next, the Tesla Model 3. This one is going to make people mad that love Teslas, and that's fine. I mean, the Model 3, it's fast, it's efficient, the tech, it is super impressive, and the charging network is legitimately good. It's probably the only EV that I would actually buy. But build quality, super inconsistent. Interior materials are mediocre, and repairs are very expensive. Plus, don't even get me started on insurance rates. They are super high. And long-term durability is still a giant question mark. These cars are computers first and vehicles second, and when something goes wrong, you don't fix it. You replace expensive modules. The honeymoon period, it's incredible. Ownership after that depends entirely on luck. And because they are so popular, people gloss over the downsides like they don't matter. And let's talk about the Porsche Cayenne. Yes, very spicy. Specifically the early V8 cars though, because they were incredible when they were new. They were fast, they were luxurious, they were surprisingly capable on and off-road, and they carried the Porsche badge into the SUV world successfully. Today though, they are a nightmare. Cooling pipes, transfer cases, air suspension failures, electrical issues literally everywhere, and repair costs that rival sports cars. These vehicles depreciated hard for a reason. Buying one cheap does not make it a bargain. They're popular because people think that they're getting a Porsche deal. What they're actually getting is a maintenance time bomb. And finally, the Chevy Silverado with the modern V8 and cylinder deactivation. On paper, this should be bulletproof. Big displacement, simple power, decades of truck experience. In reality though, AFM failures destroy engines, lifters collapse, camshafts get eaten, and owners are left with massive repair bills on trucks that were supposed to be dependable. The system was designed for fuel economy numbers, not longevity. And it definitely shows. I mean, people keep buying them because Silverado is a household name. Popularity masks the problem until it's too late. And that is 100% the theme here. The most dangerous vehicles to buy aren't the ones everyone hates. They're the ones everyone defends. The ones with excuses baked into the ownership experience. The ones where every flaw gets brushed off as normal or worth it. Popularity doesn't make a good car. It makes it just louder. Buy with your brain, not the comment section. But get in the comments. Let me know what is the most overhyped, under-delivering vehicle that you've either owned or you know about, because let's help each other out and not buy on popularity alone. I'm Brad Danger. Remember to go to winthisIdealCar.com to get entered to win your dream car plus cash. Check out some of these other vids over here. Like, subscribe. I'll catch you next week, and promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.